This is Dr. Hobbolt, and I'm going to help you solve this problem. It says solve the equation. 2/5 equals 1/2 x. So let's copy this down in our notebooks. Now, how did we solve similar problems to this before? What would we do to both sides? Well, our goal is to figure out how much x is. Right now we have a half of x. So we want to find out what one group of x is. So in order to do that, we can actually divide both sides by 1/2. So divide both sides by 1/2, and that'll help us keep balance. Okay, so 2/5 divided by 1/2 equals x. How are we going to figure out what this quotient is? How do we do fraction division again? You keep the dividend the same, and you multiply it by the reciprocal of the divisor. So we're going to multiply by 2/1. That'll tell us the value of x. So then we have 2 times 2 over 5 times 1 equals x. So that means that 4/5 is equal to x. And that's fine. We don't need to convert this to a decimal or anything like that. 4/5, the quotient of 4 and 5, that's x. That's what's going to make this true. And something I want to highlight here is that when we see 2/5 equals 1/2 x, it's important to think of 2/5 and 1/2. Those are both just numbers in their own right. So 2/5 is the quotient of 2 and 5. We're not really as worried about that fraction interpretation in these situations where, you're used to, in 3rd grade, you thought about 2/5 as being, oh, I have 2 parts and each part is 1/5 of a whole. Here we're thinking more like that 5th grade interpretation of a fraction, where 2/5 represents the quotient of 2 and 5. 1/2 represents the quotient of 1 and 2. So we're really focusing on viewing fractions as numbers in their own right as we move through more of 6th grade math and beyond. So thanks for working this problem with me, and I hope it'll help you be successful.